Fairy dragons. Those little guys who seem more like characters from Alice in Wonderland than they do from Dungeons and Dragons. Fairy dragons are everyone's favorite little pranksters. They'll steal your hat, they'll poke you on the left shoulder and disappear to the right and make you go, huh? They'll make fart sounds near one of your party members, and then, they're invisible so they can't be seen, and then you look at this guy and it's like, yo, say excuse me or something. And they're these tiny little guys that have the maturity of toddlers, but they have the mentality that they are a dragon and they're like above everyone. They also have this ability called Euphoria Breath, which basically just makes you go on a trip for up to a minute. Fairy dragons are generally good-natured and harmless. I really like in the 2024 Monster Manual that their pranks will lead to people in need or wrongs that need to be written. D&D Beyond actually has a very good page on the legacy version of Fairy Dragons. There are 5 tables for making your own Fairy Dragon. Everything on there, every possible option, is a source of hilarity. These tables are color, personality traits, ideals, adventure hooks, and my favorite, connected creatures. You can have a gnome that runs a spa using the Fairy Dragon as an employee that enhances the spa experience, helping everyone to relax. You can have a Fairy Dragon that leads a pack of blink dogs in a quest to end evil that is just ad hoc and completely made up every step of the way. The Fairy Dragon sees something, twists it around in a way that tells the blink dogs that yes, we are doing the right thing here, which they generally are. And then the blink dogs will go with the Fairy Dragon and go help people. The Fairy Dragon intimidated a group of goblins and now forces the goblins to follow specific and weird rules. I can only imagine what those weird rules would be. The legacy page for Fairy Dragons also has a section on lairs and lair actions that Fairy Dragons can have, which aren't in any stat block that I've ever seen, but it's an interesting addition. I really like the idea of regional effects. The idea that once you get into a certain area, you may have this unresistible urge to hide a piece of treasure for the dragon to come find. That sounds like a really interesting roleplay opportunity. What does your character consider to be a small bit of treasure? Other characters that pass the save, how do they react to these other characters that failed acting strangely? There's one called Mischief Afoot. If you spend a year within a 5-mile radius of the Fairy Dragon, then you feel the persistent urge to play pranks on people. This sounds to me like there's a village full of pranksters, the party arrives and is unaware that that is why things are. Eventually the party may find the Fairy Dragon and learn that this is why the town is obsessed with pranks. There are a lot of interesting things about Fairy Dragons. I'm only touching on a couple things that I love. What is it that you love about Fairy Dragons? Let me know in the comments. Also, let me know what creatures I should talk about next. Those are 5 reasons that I love